Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Hey guys, welcome. It's been a while since we've done a true live video here on OnBoored, and we are talking Aquaman and Shazam. With me, of course, is the one and only Mr. Lou Rod. How's it going, man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Comic Con is here. Some trailers. We saw a couple of trailers earlier, but let's start off with the first two for this video. Starting off with Shazam, DC showed two trailers today. They showed some behind the scene footage from Wonder Woman, of course, but for Comic Con 2018, they showed off the Shazam trailer. Now we have reaction videos on board at work. The links are down below in the description. Go check them out. My reaction for both Aquaman and Shazam. But your thoughts first, Lou. Shazam. What did you think?
I liked it. It looks a little kiddish, but that's the new tone they want to go with.
I would say it's a new tone. That's what Shazam's always been.
Yeah, I mean Shazam, the animated movies that I've watched him in, he's got that, he's a
Goofy.
kid.
Yeah.
A goofy kid in an adult body, and Zachary Levi's playing it pretty good. I mean, they might need to fine tune a few things, but that's what all the funness is what they're doing now.
Yeah, I liked it. It also takes it basically uses a lot of the new 52 elements of Shazam, especially with the first time he gets his powers, he's with the adopted family. There's 7 of them. All of them eventually will be part of the Shazam family. They all have powers. So that's going to come into play at some point. The goofiness was cool. So we're gonna get a movie where it's the analogies to Big, the movie starring Tom Hanks way back in the day when he was a kid that wished to be big, is clear from the trailer. You can see it. He and his best friend are going to be playing around with the powers and see how it is. And then he has to deal with bad guys. There is no Black Adam in this movie, is what they say. I still say Black Adam will be in end credits, most likely, for this movie come next year. So we'll see that as it leads to it. But
see, the who I asked their opinion on was my boy, because that's my son's favorite DC character, and he's like, he calls me up, dude. Did you see Godzilla? I'm like, yeah, but Shazam just dropped. He's like, what, Shazam? I'll call you back. And so when I called him back, he's like, I didn't like the tone too much because he's used to that dark, gritty Zack Snyder stuff. I'm like, well, they're getting away from that and they're trying to bring it back to more of a light heart, family friendly type of scenario. He's like, oh, okay. But I'll wait till it comes out in April.
Okay. All right. Let me see. My Contai Fly. Thank you very much, man. I'm glad you watched the channel and I'm glad you're watching this. If you haven't subscribed, definitely subscribe. I haven't done much. I know Lou's been doing a lot of stuff here, so big ups to Lou for that. But yeah, I mean, I agree. A lot of people will be shocked. They're doing this pivot with it, so we'll see how it works. But I mean, like the suit, it looks like they CG'd him down a little bit because he's bulkier than what the suit is from the movie. It looks like they've done some CG work just to trim it a little bit over. But looks good. I think the effects were looking good already from what we had. Not much, but we'll see how it actually pans out in the movie. It's going to be a lot of playful moments. Think of Shazam as Ant-Man. That's what Shazam's going to be. Just think of it that way, where like something like Sam said with Ant-Man. It's like Ant-Man himself. Scott Lang is very intelligent. He's a mechanical engineer, but they made him dumb in the. That's you're gonna have. They make him
dumb. It doesn't seem like it because he tinkers with the suit and he does other things on the side.
No, he couldn't process. They made him dumb. Trust me, they did. His processing was slower, where he was like, they made him dumb for the comedic effect, and the jokes worked. So, which is why I don't have a problem. It's just more like Scott Lang is really smart. When I say mechanical engineer, he's like that. Like he's like 2 steps below Tony Stark as a mechanical engineer. That's what he is in the comic book. That's not the same thing you got in the movie, right?
Well, we're not here to discuss Ant-Man.
No, I'm just saying that's what you're going to. So think of Shazam that way, in the sense that he's
enjoy.
He's going to go through some moments.
What I did enjoy in the trailer was when Billy picked up his friend's little walking stick and smacked the other two boys with it.
Were
Because
you
I mean,
bullied as a
really,
kid? Were you bullied as a kid? So what
I
is that?
wasn't bullied. It's just like, why are you bullying a handicapped person? That's just no, you don't do that.
Hmm.
So them getting their ass handed to them by that walking stick was just great.
Okay. All right.
And then I
Well,
like the fact that later in the trailer you're gonna see that pickup truck fall out of the sky.
yeah, I did like the DC references. You saw it quite a bit. You saw the Batman symbol in the
Symbol.
house. You saw Superman newspaper. You saw the Times magazine Superman shirt. Like a whole bunch. All that stuff is there, and we're going to see it a lot in the movie. So it's part of the DCEU, or the world of DC as it's now called. That's also the new thing from Comic Con. They didn't officially, which is something we'll get to later on in this podcast. They didn't talk about anything else other than Wonder Woman, Shazam, and Aquaman. Now moving over to Aquaman, trailer dropped. What did you think?
It feels like he never was in Justice League.
No, not to me.
It just felt that way. Like it feels like they're really shying away from those events.
I mean, for the trailer, but they're still going to it takes place after Justice League, so they're going to mention.
Probably. I mean, most likely it does. Let's see what they do. I mean, visually it looked great. Them talking underwater looked a little cartoonish.
No, to me, it looked fine. I didn't have a problem with it. I just wanted to see Black. Like I know Orm is the main villain, but I never liked Ocean Master as a villain. I thought he was just whiny.
Whoever that actor is, I don't care for him.
Oh, Patrick Wilson. Patrick Wilson is solid. I like him as an actor. That's
I
fine. He
don't
just
know. I just, as an actor, he's solid, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling Ocean Master in this trailer.
no. That's Ocean Master for you. That's exactly how Ocean Master is. It's not. You don't get it. That's exactly Ocean Master. Ocean Master is annoying, which is why the true villain is Black Manta, who's always been his main nemesis. Anyway, so having Black Manta
He
in
looked
this,
cool.
oh yeah, he looked dope.
He
Um,
looked cool. That little fish-eyed beam ray, you want to call it, that statue, that shit looked good as
oh
hell.
yeah, that is Black Manta to the T. Let me just see if I can cue up some of those images of Black Manta. If I have them somewhere around here. But yeah, he's always dope. He is one of the best villains that um Aquaman has. So it's not like oops, sorry, can't share it for some reason. But yeah, he looks dope. Visually looks good. It looks like it just needs some more polishing in general, but I liked it. It looks very grand as well. So it looks like, the seas have seven kingdoms. It also looks like Mira is going to have a very big role, and she's not going to
Did
be.
her red hair like get to you a little bit?
Um,
Like
yeah,
it's too red?
it because it was too red in some scenes where it was the scene background was really bright. Underwater, it was fine because the contrast of the water matched. Again, is remember it's either dye or a wig. It's not really a real hair, but the
When will
scenes
they
of the
learn? Just dye the damn girl's hair red and that's it.
depends though. Remember, it's all contractual about navigation. Sometimes people don't want to. You remember the
These red
mustache?
wigs are bad, bro.
Yeah, the mustache. And again, some people's hair don't dye well the way you want it to
True, but
yeah. So he goes, but I think
I
it's
get Mustache Gate because of a movie, and I personally I get to see it on Monday, so I get to see him kick some ass. But I hope that mustache was really worth it as far as Paramount's concerned, because Jesus Christ,
as far as Paramount is concerned, everybody's raving about this movie. It's one of the best Mission Impossibles ever. So we'll see about that. But Aquaman looked really dope. So it's something that I'll say everyone. I'm excited to see how it pans out as a movie. Looks visually nice.
didn't they change the date?
It's coming out in December. I just don't know exactly.
Yeah, I thought it was coming out a week before December 21st, but
Well, Disney
it,
moved some things around, so
and
basically,
then the trailer said December 21st. I mean, whatever. Whenever it comes out, I'm going. I'll probably see it a week or two before it comes out.
yeah. Let's see. Aquaman is December 21st. Shazam is April 5th, and Wonder Woman is November 1st, and then October next year is Joker.
The movie that no one wants.
No, not anymore, man. Maybe you don't want it. I actually am more interested in it now because I know what they're doing exactly and how small it is. A small movie, and I'm fine with that as long
It
as
doesn't need
it's
to be big. I get that. It's just you're going to drop this Joker, then a year later you're going to have Jared Leto's Joker drop too. You're just confusing people. I understand you want to leave Elseworld stuff for the animation.
no. Actually, I disagree. You know what? I'm fine with it with the Joker because you know what? It goes back to the same story. There is no one Joker story. Again, it's all about execution. If it's not executed well, then it's terrible. It does to me. It doesn't matter at that point. But if it's done well and they do the leader one well again, and if they end each movie saying that that is maybe not who the Joker really is, then it's almost like you're doing a Joker sequel without doing a sequel whatsoever. It's literally like its own. I mean, I can see them doing that where if you do the first one where it's it's like more serious, smaller budget, and you do one that's a little bit more comic booky, but it's very different types of Jokers, right? And then you just have these Joker movies where they say they're doing the third Joker movie. You're like, okay, what are they going to do this time? Because I don't know what happened. Like, do they, like you do that whole mess there with people again? As long as you keep it small, I'm fine with that. And I liked what Joaquin Phoenix said is like, look, there's a lot of elements to some of these villains, especially DC villains. DC villains are just to me are much better than most other comic book villains out there. So you can do a lot more with them and create a lot of stories. So if they do that and they do it well, it's fine. But I think what it is also for them is the what if that, somebody said this on Collider, said, what if they do that Joker movie? We all like, we don't want to watch it. And we watch it. We're like, shit. Now, do you want to take that Joker and use him in your Batman movies or what? Like, it's a good, bad problem to have, right? You're going to be like, I like Joaquin Phoenix's Joker, so Batman needs to face him now. Like, that kind of thing. So what do you do? What do you do? Because he wants to just do one movie and go. So
That's probably why he signed on to do it.
yeah, he's probably signed up for one movie, and they probably do it, and it probably might turn out well, and then director for WB tells director, here's an extra like 10 million. Joaquin, come on, we'll give you an extra 5. Let's do this thing.
That's the reason why he didn't sign on for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, because he didn't want to, and if DC is willing to do these as one-offs and specific one-offs and title it as I think they're going to pick villains that they can make it feel like it's a real movie rather than just a comic book movie, because which could be something different, especially in this comic book world where some people are like, this might get too saturated stuff, but when you realize that you can make a comic book movie just to feel like a movie, then that goes a long way. But we'll wait and see. The thing I was disappointed though is that there were no future announcements at Comic-Con. There were no sizzle reels. There was nothing.
They're probably going to wait and see how Aquaman does before they move forward with anything else.
You can't just be doing this wait all the time. Remember, there was the thing about it is that we know that the only thing that they are truly confident in as a whole is Wonder Woman. That's it, right? That's the only property I can say is safe. Like it's right there. As opposed to Shazam. Shazam looks cool, but again, there'll be a wait and see. So you have to come out with a plan. Like, to me, I want them to have a plan to say, even if they're not even saying the movies, right? Warner Brothers can say, we're committed, we're going to be doing 2 or 3 comic book movies a year. Stay tuned. We'll update you like maybe beginning of each year, what's going to be made, like something like that, where at least you kind of get more.
They didn't announce no Birds of Prey stuff, huh?
Yeah, they didn't, exactly.
And that one starts filming, I believe, early January.
Yeah, so this kind of goes back to what the new head of the DC universe, he said he's not going to make big announcements anymore. He says he's just going to basically he's going to do like he does traditional movies. You go through the trade magazines, and like Variety and The Wrap will just say, oh, this movie is going to be filming soon. This movie has a direct, that kind of thing. He doesn't want to, because I guess maybe he feels that they haven't earned the right to do that, or it's just not viable. It makes enough sense for that right now.
Or it could be the fact that they announced all those movies before, and everything that's come out leading up to the movies that released have all been shitty in some sense. So he doesn't want to, get people's hopes up, and then people are hating the movie. So let's
Exactly.
just announce them when we're ready. Makes sense. I can see that because you think about it. Man of Steel was great. It was a fun movie. Batman vs Superman, which I don't think they should have fed us, but that's WB's moronic thinking. They should have just came out with Man of Steel 2, maybe sprinkle a little Batman in it that would have led to maybe doing a Batman versus Superman movie that would have led into a Justice League. They didn't plan it properly.
No, I agree. I agree on that part. I still say BVS, to me, BVS was fine. What I got from the extended cut, if it was the main movie, I think it would have been much better. But that's besides the point. I think what it is now is they need to decide what they want to showcase to audiences, what they feel comfortable for people to see, and that will go a long way there. But it's a very interesting and tricky environment
Yep.
with this. But then again, also it could be something where they might be saving it to after Marvel makes announcements. Because in 2 weeks we have what's the Disney D23, where
Are they
Marvel,
doing one this year?
I believe so, right?
'Cause I know they skipped a year. I don't know if they're doing one this year. They might.
Let's see, D23 Expo
But
2018.
all this fun DC trailers we got, but we also got some other trailers that look pretty good.
Yes. So from Warner Brothers, let me just hold on a second. Let me just see what the D23 dates are. Was it in San Diego?
No,
Or
most likely Anaheim.
this is D23 every year. I don't know if they're doing one. But anyway, besides that, there was also Godzilla trailer, which I know the movie comes out next year. I wanted to see some fights in the trailer. It looks like, I get the gist. The
I was
mother,
cool with what we got.
the
The
mother
fact
of
that they showed all the monsters.
yeah, they showed all the monsters, and Millie Bobby's mom went and basically set them all free. And I don't understand what kind of logic is that. Again, it's stupidity in some of these movies. I don't get it. That's what came up from the trailer, pretty much, right? She set the monsters free.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
But she said that for us to survive, it must be. I guess she wants them to fight each other or whatever.
What, kill each other and then the world will be fine?
And then there'll be one, and then they can just take out that one or some shit like that. And because remember, Millie Bobby says you're a monster. The only thing that to me that would imply is because there was a previous statement she said in the trailer stating how these are the true inhabitants of the earth and they need to be freed on something. And then the father was like, are you crazy? I'm just piecing it from there. We see Ice Cube, son O'Shea in there. We don't see an older version of Dr. Dre in this. Or maybe that's his son.
He's not in it. The one who is in it is remember Dr. Dre was in King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong is part of the
King Kong it's part of the universe, but King Kong took place during Vietnam.
Yeah, so he would be older. It would be 2018. Remember, he was like 20 in Vietnam. Vietnam was 1973 or so.
Something like that.
So let's say mid 70s.
Passed away, so they could use that easily. Oh, he passed away exploring one of these monster caves, and boom, that's an easy write out.
I mean, yeah, it's possible.
And then you've got
Ken Watanabe.
Yeah, he's coming back, and he was in Godzilla.
Yeah, so I mean, we'll see. We'll see how that pans out in general. But okay, if this is happening, where's King Kong this whole time? Granted, King Kong is not as big as those guys though, because those guys are massive.
But see,
Actually,
here's the
no, King
thing.
Kong is growing. Remember, they said he is young.
He was young and he's still growing, but he
Yes.
could be hibernating on his little island, and he hasn't left yet. What I mean, we don't know how that movie's going to take place. All we probably know is that there'll probably be a nice little end credit with King Kong, massively tall, doing some crazy ape shit on his island, and Godzilla comes to him.
Maybe that might be the case.
Because I mean, from what we gathered in this trailer, Washington D.C. is going to get wrecked.
Pretty much.
So everything that leads to that movie can be catastrophic. The world is about to die. There's only a few humans left. Instead of a freaking Walking Dead zombie apocalypse, you got a monster problem.
Yeah, because when Mothra was flying, like you'd see like just the breeze that was blowing all the houses. I mean, like it's massive. Like it is absolutely like you have to live in bunkers and stuff, stuff like that.
This is gonna look good.
Yeah, so that looked good. Fantastic Beast also looked good. They're not showing us much in terms of. I mean, they showed a lot of action set pieces here and there. But we I don't know why Dumbledore couldn't go against what's his name.
It's probably something to do with the school.
Okay.
It has probably something to do with the school, and that's why he got Newt Scamander to deal with it.
Scamander, yeah, to deal with it. Yeah, interesting, but it looks good. I'm not a Harry Potter fan at all. I liked the Fantastic Beasts movies because to me they were just more adult themed, and at least the last one had a better storyline than all the Harry Potter movies combined. For me, if you're a Harry Potter fan, it's all right,
Now, we also got the Dragon Ball Super trailer.
Yeah, I mean,
as much as I like Dragon Ball Super and all this and that, I really they would just like, why do we need Broly back again?
Well, I mean, they said they were retconning it. I get it, and I also get it. Broly actually makes more sense in Super than in Dragon Ball because of his OP-ness. His power levels fit more.
He's still OP, which is pissing me off. Like, Goku is literally a few notches away from being a god of destruction. Same thing with Vegeta, but yet this freaking guy comes out of nowhere and he's still stronger than everybody.
Yeah, because it's Broly.
It's just stupid.
Yeah, because see, you know what Broly is, right?
Yeah, broccoli.
No, he's Doomsday. That's just all he is. It's the same. It's the same mechanics. It's the same process. Like, Goku, aka Superman, can beat him, but it will take
him a while.
Yeah, it's going to take to the end. It's just that's just how it's built, which is why he doesn't really talk or know anything, right? What does Doomsday do? So it's the same character. I mean, there's no difference at all. So yeah, I mean that's fine. And we got Mr. Glass or the Glass trailer. Whew.
Yo,
that was beautiful.
That trailer, like visually, was gorgeous, but it's got me. Like I said before we started, we were talking about it. I've never seen Unbreakable. Like I started it, but I never finished it. And I never watched Split. I might watch Split before I watch Unbreakable.
No, don't watch Split. Watch Unbreakable. Just watch it. Watch Unbreakable. I know it's slower, but when you gotta watch it, especially if you're gonna watch Glass, because it's half of Unbreakable is about Mr. Glass. At least part of it is about Mr. Glass. So, but it's still more about Bruce Willis's character. Watch that movie, and then you will get when you get to Mr. Glass, you go, okay, all right, this makes a lot of sense. But it's a really good movie. It's a slow movie. It's a superhero movie. It's just slow. But it's one of those things that when you watch it, you go, oh, okay, yes.
Yeah, that trailer, bro. I have to say, watching James McAvoy creepy looking like that was great.
Got you, bro.
And then Samuel Jackson just chilling in the wheelchair like nothing's happening.
It's like I would like to meet the beast. Samuel Jackson. Well, think about it, right? It's Lex Luthor versus Superman again. That's just it. And then the beast is pretty much you can throw anyone as the beast. You can throw any villain, but the beast to me is the beast really is the Joker.
I'm intrigued. I might give it a shot and watch the two movies now.
Watch it, man. You'll like it. Like I said, Unbreakable is slow, but it builds up well to the end. And when you watch Split and you watch it all the way to the end, you go, oh shoot. And then when we get to watch Glass, you go, okay. Everything fits. That's why I say you just have to watch it. It's not one of those things like, yeah, you can watch them separately, I'm sure, but it's one of those that is more fulfillment when you watch it all together. So
Well,
makes a lot of
this is DC related. Did you watch the Young Justice trailer?
I did. It was a little bit too long. I didn't like it as much. I'm still gonna watch Young Justice. It doesn't stop me. I mean, like the parts that were new, I was like, okay, I get it. It's a season. Just give me Young Justice. I didn't care. I just was like, give me the show. I'm good. The trailer I didn't like. I know you liked was Titan. I didn't like Titan. Titan felt like the budget it felt very low budget to me. That's my problem with it. It felt like the set, the scenery didn't even feel as high as like the CW shows. I felt it was going to look like a CW show, so I was like, okay, fine, I'll deal with that. But even though the costume for Robin looked good, my problem is the girl who plays Raven. I don't like her acting. I just don't like it. I don't think she comes off as Raven. She just comes off like a horror freak show. That's how it comes off. um, Beast Boy.
Starfire looked good.
Who?
Starfire.
Starfire did, but then again, like the effects were looking a little off at some points. But I was like, I get it. It probably would look better. Beast Boy 2 felt the same way a little bit. Dove looked nice, even though she was cutting and doing all these things that she doesn't normally do. But it just felt very, I don't know, it just felt tacky. I can't explain it. Like I didn't feel. I get everybody was like, oh yeah, Robin is all these badass. I'm like, I've read the comics. Robin went through this whole period where he left Batman. I get it. To me, it's not the issue. It's just that it didn't feel polished.
Well, that's what editing is for.
No, that's the set design. There's a lot of things to go. It just didn't feel polished enough. So
No.
for me, that's the thing. But I mean, they're gonna have new shows. They're gonna have Stargirl as a show.
They announced a Stargirl.
Swamp Thing, although Swamp Thing is not in the same universe. I can get it. You don't have to put Swamp Thing in the same universe. And there'll be more shows. There's Doom Patrol as well. But what's cool,
Hawk and Dove are what's breaking off into their own. There's like a backdoor pilot for Doom Patrol.
Yeah. And then the service is going to be $8, which is great because it gives you access to comic books.
Lots of stuff.
Lots of comic books. No, $8 for comic books alone is fine. I mean, I don't buy comics that much now because I'd be there, like I can't remember which storylines to pick up or join. And sometimes you start a storyline, then you stop it for whatever reason you want to jump back in. At $8, you can just always go back to your, like for me, the $8 is worth the comics alone. That's for me personally.
The fun trailer was, did you see the Star Trek Discovery?
Yeah, I did. That was cool. It had Pike. And Spock will be there, and
I think Spock will be in the last episode.
Either mid-season or end of the season. One of the two. I agree. Like,
it's confirmed because Alex Kirkman tweeted something else saying Spock will be here.
Yeah,
I'm paraphrasing the tweet, but he did tweet it saying Spock will be in the show. But my guess is because Michael goes, "This is Spock sending us a signal." So it's going to be, like you said, it's either the mid-season finale or
season finale.
Well, I would say penultimate episode, season finale.
Yeah.
Like those two. But
I definitely agree. I think that would be the case there, but we'll have to wait and see how that pans out.
I wasn't my gripe with The Walking Dead, but I really enjoyed the new season 9 trailer.
I've given up on that show, man. You can talk about it all you want.
It's going to introduce the Whisperers. There's a reference from the comic towards the end of the trailer. It's there. But like I said, I might give it a shot. I don't know yet. The second half of Fear the Walking Dead looked good. That's another show that I'm thinking about getting into that one because I'm hearing good things about it. But other than that, I mean, that's it for now. We're getting Iron Fist relatively early.
Yeah, September. Iron Fist. They did show a Venom trailer and the
Bumblebee, but we didn't get none of it because
they
they're
didn't get it. They
jerks.
said Venom trailer was dope. The villain is Riot. It's all about the symbiotes. There's no Spider-Man in this. It was confirmed that there's no Spider-Man. Carnage might not be the main villain for this one. And I think it's wise to save Carnage because you want to build his own story out as well. Because he's really nuts. But I think Woody Harrelson is Carnage, and it's just that you're going to see part of his story there, and then if there's a sequel, we get Carnage. So, and also there's no Spider-Man symbol on Venom's chest because
Yet.
yeah. So Bumblebee also, a lot of people liked it. El Mayimbe was talking about the G1 character designs, which is great. So
yeah, for all those people who were hoping it was sound, I mean not sound, Starscream, it's not. It's Blitzwing.
yeah.
But see, the question is this Blitzwing a triple changer? Because that's what Blitzwing is. He is a triple changer, so he better turn into a tank and a jet. That's all I'm gonna say.
We'll see, man. We'll see how it turns out. But anyway, it looks like that's pretty much it for a Comic-Con in terms of trailers and reaction. We're going to see more trailers drop like during the weekend soon, most likely, for some of the stuff that we didn't see.
Yeah, because I believe a lot of the CW shows are tonight.
Yeah. Warner Brothers showcased more of Aquaman. They showed me a 6-minute action teaser reel after the trailer for people there, which I kind of like. You know what? Give us a trailer and then give those people their extra stuff.
See, that's how you do it. Don't just keep your trailers to yourself, Paramount, Sony.
Yeah, on that note. But yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, guys, gonna wrap up here. Thank you very much for watching. I know we talked more about than Aquaman and Shazam, but it's Comic-Con weekend. And yeah, if you have any comments or questions, definitely leave them down below. Let us know, what do you think about the trailers, Aquaman and Shazam? Are you excited? Are you pumped? Aquaman is only about maybe 5 months away, so let us know. And don't forget to follow the channel on Twitter as well as also on Instagram. It is OnBoored. I want to thank Lou, and also I want to give my condolences to the Schnepp family. One of the big sweaties on the web, John Schnepp, passed away, I believe yesterday.
Friday, actually.
Yeah, which is yesterday.
Actually, no, it was Thursday.
Is it Thursday?
The 19th.
Okay. He passed away on Thursday.
They announced it yesterday, but reading other stuff, he passed away at 6:06 Pacific time, which is 9 p.m. our time.
Yeah. Yeah, he was very fun, instrumental,
knowledgeable.
Comic nerd. Not to see, I mean, you wouldn't agree with him everything, but you definitely enjoyed his commentary on a lot of stuff, whether you agree with it or not. And he was really cool.
Heroes.
He was on Collider's Heroes. He started that show on Collider as well. So I'm sending condolences to the family. They have a GoFundMe page if you want to donate to help them out with some of his medical expenses and stuff like that. I will try and add the link for you guys there so you can do that. But anyway, guys, thank you very much, and always enjoy entertainment.